A cold sense of what's simply due.
Exactly. Sense of due. The source points out that this subtle inner posture actually diminishes the very quality of the blessing. You're left with the shell, but not the nourishing core inside.
That makes me think about a time you got something good, like a promotion or maybe just a lucky break. Did you immediately feel like, yeah, I earned this purely because of me, overlooking maybe the luck involved or the support you got from others or just unseen circumstances that paved the way? That subtle shift from gratitude to entitlement, it could be subtly eroding the blessing's true value.
It really makes you reflect on how you receive gifts, doesn't it? Did we truly appreciate the giver and the spirit behind it, or do we just focus on the thing itself? Or worse, think we somehow were owed it, thereby diminishing the whole act of giving.
It's a powerful thought that an internal attitude can literally drain the essence out of what should be a blessing. Okay, what comes next? This is deep stuff.
It really is. The fourth blockage is fascinating and maybe a bit unexpected for some. It's called energetic pollution from pending rights. At Talawath, at Taki Bilhukoka Mualaka.
Energetic pollution, pending rights. Okay, break that down. This sounds different.
It is. It's far more profound than just obvious large-scale injustice that we might normally think of. It refers to the hidden, often unfulfilled rights of other people, but also animals, or even, the sources say, inanimate objects.
Inanimate objects have rights, hidden rights. So you mean like if I waste water thoughtlessly or maybe neglect my pet's needs or even just fail to properly maintain something I own and then just discard it carelessly, that creates some kind of spiritual debt, an energetic debt. Okay, now this is getting really interesting.
Exactly that kind of thing. Our sources explain that every injustice, every usurped right, every act of exploitation, every neglect of responsibility, even things that seem really small to us, creates an imbalance in this vast, intricate cosmic scale of justice.
Wow.
And as human beings, we're an integral part of that cosmic balance. So when we contribute to this imbalance, maybe even unknowingly through subtle neglect or minor acts of selfishness, that imbalance, that energetic pollution, it inevitably returns to us.
How does it return?
It often manifests as a constriction in our provision, a feeling of being stuck or limited financially or creatively or in relationships. And you might not even realize the direct cause. You might not connect it back to that seemingly minor past action or neglect.
So you could be feeling inexplicably blocked in your career, say, despite working really hard, only to reflect later and realize, oh, wait, I never fulfilled that promise I made to so-and-so, or I completely overlooked that small debt, or even I was incredibly wasteful with that resource.
Precisely. The sources suggest these seemingly minor energetic debts can act like invisible chains on your flow, on your risk.
So it's like a kind of universal, energetic, or karmic accounting system affecting our provision. It suggests this deeply interconnected universe where every action or even inaction has an echo that can ripple back and impact our flow of good fortune.
That's a good way to put it. An echo.
That's a profound thought. It could completely change how someone approaches their daily life, couldn't it? Knowing that even seemingly trivial choices might have these energetic repercussions.
It absolutely can foster a much greater sense of responsibility and mindfulness.
Okay, 4 down, 2 to go. What's the fifth blockage?
Yes, a fifth is pathological attachment to means over the giver. At Taluk al-Mradi Bilas Bab Dunal Musabib.
Pathological attachment sounds intense. Attachment to means, like how we get stuff.
Exactly. This is when you start to see your job or your business or maybe a specific person or even a particular skill you have as your ultimate source of provision, your lifeline.
Ah, okay. So you become fixated on how your provision comes and you forget the ultimate source behind all provision.
Precisely. It's the difference between relying solely on the branch for the fruit and understanding the root system and the soil that nourishes the entire tree.
So if my salary is my ultimate source in my mind, and then God forbid I lose my job, I feel completely lost, devoid of any hope for provision.
That's the danger. It's like putting all your eggs in one basket, as you said earlier. But it's not just financial. It becomes energetic and psychological too, an almost obsessive focus on the vehicle delivering the provision rather than the ultimate power moving the vehicle.
Right. And how does that block things?
Well, this kind of intense, almost pathological attachment, it blinds you. It blinds you to other doors, other possibilities that the divine might be trying to open for you. It makes you a prisoner of that single means, that one pathway.
So if that pathway gets cut off,
you don't just feel disappointed. You feel utterly lost, as if provision itself has just ceased to exist altogether. Our sources explicitly say that the provider gives from where you do not expect, from unforeseen avenues.
Okay, I've heard that phrase, from where you least expect it.
Exactly. But a severe attachment to one specific limited means actually conceals those unexpected avenues. You become so focused on that one narrow path that you completely miss the vast open landscape of possibilities all around you.
Have you ever been so convinced that only one path could lead to success? Maybe a specific career track, or landing that one particular client, or making that one investment,
We all can fall into that.
that you just ignored other potentially richer opportunities that came along. That unwavering fixation, even though it feels like diligence, it can actually be a subtle block.
It really can. It closes you off.
That's incredibly insightful. It's like standing in front of one locked door, just banging on it endlessly.
Yeah.
While dozens of other doors are quietly opening all around you, but you can't even see them because your vision is just fixated on that one closed door. It really highlights the importance of flexibility and keeping an open mind about how blessings might actually show up in our lives.
Very true. Adaptability and openness are key.
Okay, so what's the final blockage, number 6?
And finally, the sixth blockage is loss of connection to cosmic blessing. Fadan alikasal bil baraka al-kamiya.
Cosmic blessing. Baraka, again, you mentioned this is about quality, not quantity.
Exactly. Baraka, as our sources define it, is this imperceptible increase in growth. It's about the quality, al-kaf, not just the sheer quantity, al-kami. It's that feeling where, a little bit seems to go a really long way, or something you have genuinely nourishes and satisfies you far beyond its apparent size or amount.
Okay, I think I get that feeling. Like having less money but feeling richer, or having simple food that feels deeply satisfying.
Precisely. And one of the deep blockages to experiencing this baraka is living in a state of inner discontent, pessimism, a profound disconnection from the inherent beauty of the universe and from what the sources call the continuous glorification of creation happening all around us.
Wow. So if I'm constantly complaining, or always seeing the glass half empty, or just generally feeling grumpy and sort of disconnected from any sense of wonder about existence, that can literally block good things, or at least the quality of good things, from flowing to me.
That's the idea. It's not just a bad mood. The sources frame it as a genuine spiritual and energetic barrier.
So,
Well, this disconnection, it places you outside the natural flow of good. Think of a river again. If you build an internal dam made of negativity, cynicism, constant inner grumbling, you effectively prevent the natural current of baraka from reaching you. The universe, in its very essence, is described as being in a state of praise, a constant unfolding of beauty and beneficence. When our inner state is one of resentment, pessimism, or constant dissatisfaction, we're fundamentally out of sync with that basic rhythm.
And so we exclude ourselves.
We exclude ourselves from the subtle, qualitative increases, the baraka, that are readily available to those who are more in harmony. This can manifest as having many things, but feeling no true contentment, or always feeling like you need more despite having, objectively, quite a lot.
Have you ever met someone who has, tons of stuff but constantly feels deprived?
Absolutely.
And then someone else who has relatively little but just radiates this sense of abundance and peace?
Yes. That qualitative difference that is the presence or absence of baraka.
That makes perfect sense. It's like how a negative mindset can quite literally block unseen benefits, or just diminish the joy and satisfaction you get from what you do have. It gives a whole new meaning to that phrase, attitude is everything. It's not just about how you feel subjectively, but how your feeling actually impacts your receptivity to blessings and your whole experience of life's richness.
Wow. Okay, we've just uncovered 6 really profound internal ways our provision, our risk can get blocked.
Yeah.
It really makes you rethink how we approach our ambitions, our resources, everything, really. It's a lot to mull over.
It is deep material for sure.
But now let's shift gears. Let's talk about something that maybe on the surface might seem completely unrelated. But as we'll see, it shares a surprising deep connection. Let's talk about why confident people sometimes rush into decisions. What are the hidden drivers behind that kind of haste?
Right. It's a fascinating transition because we often associate confidence, athika bin-nafs, with purely positive traits, don't we? Like being decisive, efficient, taking action.
Yeah, confidence is usually seen as a good thing.
And To be clear, genuine, well-founded confidence is a powerful asset. But our sources make it clear that confidence, when you really delve into its depths, can be rooted very differently in different people.
And haste, when you see it in someone who appears very confident, often has much deeper origins than just, misjudging a situation or being a little bit impatient. It's not simply a character flaw. It's often a complex internal dynamic that we frequently overlook.
That's intriguing. I always just thought haste was, well, haste, a simple lack of patience, maybe being impulsive. But you're saying there are profound, almost hidden drivers for why a seemingly confident person might rush.
Yes, precisely. Let's dig into these 6 deep reasons that our sources suggest can propel confident individuals into hasty actions.
Okay, lay them on us. What's the first one?
The first reason is quite psychological. It's escape from confronting the shadow self. Al-Harub min muwajahat til atat.
The shadow self, like the parts of ourselves we don't like or acknowledge.
Exactly. Our sources suggest that sometimes excessive confidence can actually be a sophisticated mask. It hides a deep-seated fear. Maybe a fear of failure, or a fear of appearing ignorant, or even just appearing indecisive in front of others, or even to themselves.
So the quick decision isn't really about true conviction or being efficient. It's more about avoiding a moment of vulnerability or perceived weakness, almost like a psychological escape route.
Precisely. Haste, in this context, becomes a powerful defensive mechanism. It's a way to avoid diving into that uncomfortable zone of uncertainty where this shadow, those undesirable, unacknowledged aspects like incompetence, inadequacy, doubt, might actually surface.
And the quick decision helps avoid that.
Yes. A quick decision, even if it's maybe not the best one, grants a temporary feeling of control and power. Crucially, it allows the individual to bypass the possibility of error or indecision that might reveal their underlying perceived weakness, even just to themselves. It's a rapid, almost unconscious maneuver to maintain that self-image of unwavering competence and strength.
So if you consistently find yourself making quick calls just to get it over